You're listening to the Life Friendly Business Podcast. I'm your host, Erin Thomas Wong, business mentor, author, and founder of the Cocoon VIP membership, empowering women around the world to build businesses on their terms. If you want to grow and scale a business that works in harmony with your family and your life, this podcast is for you. Hello and welcome to the Life Friendly Business Podcast. I'm Erin Thomas Wong. I'm a business mentor and coach with over 13 years of small business experience. And today we're talking about something that comes up a lot when I'm speaking to my Cocoon members and my mentoring clients. And that's the whole thing around investing in our businesses. Now, it can be so hard to make that decision whether now is the right time to invest in something, whether this is the right thing to invest in, especially if we're not earning enough money to pay ourselves what we want to be paying ourselves right now. So those kind of things come up with all these kind of complex mindset issues that all feed into it and sometimes just end up paralyzing us, and we don't move forward with our businesses because of it. Now, for years, I tried to do everything on a shoestring budget. I really did. I tried to get all the free training that I could. I cobbled together bits of strategy. I did online courses. I signed up for free webinars. All those things, of course, a lot of those things you sign up for, and because you haven't paid for, you don't feel that kind of commitment to it. And so you think, oh, I'll watch the replay, and then you don't. So over the years, I really did try to do that with several of my other businesses. I just stuck to the free stuff. Every now and then I was lucky enough to get a grant or get a government funded mentor for a little bit of my journey. But basically, I tried to do it the hard way. I tried to do it without spending money. And that's because if I needed to spend money, it meant spending money from the family pot. So not only did I have to justify that to my husband, but I also had to justify that to myself. And it was really hard when I wasn't earning enough money to even contribute very much to the family, the family pot, like with the mortgage and the bills and all those things. And so I totally get that it is a massive dilemma as to whether you should use your own savings in order to invest in your business. But I'll tell you what it made me realize is that, it did mean that I made mistakes because I didn't know everything. I still don't know everything. I don't think that we can possibly know everything, especially when you're running a business and wearing multiple hats. And so I made mistakes. Sometimes I lost money because I made a bad decision about things. It also meant that I felt quite low in confidence because I knew that I was cobbling it together. So it was very much that feeling of kind of faking it or playing at it because of doing those things. And actually, it really has been since I started Life Friendly Business, which was first making Mumpreneurs and then the Mumpreneur Collective. Now it's Life Friendly Business. It's going to stay that way. But I've been running this for 6 years. And I would really say that it was at the beginning of this journey, after my experience of 4 other small businesses, that I thought, do you know what? It's time that I start investing in the right expertise to get me to where I want to be. Because, I totally recognize that there are people further along in the journey than me that are able to share their knowledge and skills, which will stop me from making mistakes and prevent me from losing money doing stupid things, but it does mean that I have to view my business in a different way because I have to, have money in the bank that I can spend when I need to in getting that expertise. So as you know, I call myself a mentor and coach. And, it can be confusing for people sometimes, like what is the difference between a mentor, a coach and a consultant? And I did a foundation course many years ago now, and the definition that I really thought made sense to me was that a consultant is 100% them giving you advice. So they've got the expertise as a consultant and they're giving you advice. A mentor is 50% giving you advice and 50% asking you the right questions for you to find your own answers. And coaching is 100% them asking the questions to help you find the right answers. Now, obviously, there's a lot of grey area these days because there are a lot of coaches that also give business strategy advice and that act very much like consultants as well. So it is a grey area, but when it comes to what kind of support you might want to invest in, it's worth thinking about that. So for me, I very much feel like a mentor in the fact that, through my work with women, I'm able to share the experiences that I've had and help them not to make the same mistakes that I've had. But also in my nature, I am a coach, and I really enjoy helping them to think through the things in their head, untangle everything and work out the way forward. So we do that together. So I definitely feel like mentor is the one that fits me best. And when I first invested in help, I worked with a mentor/coach, and it was really interesting because what attracted me to work with her was her knowledge of online businesses, because I felt like that's what I needed. I needed the strategy. And I remember when we first met, she was talking all about mindset and how important mindset was in business. And, it was really interesting because at the time I was like, yeah, I don't really need the mindset. I need the strategy. And she kind of looked at me very knowingly. And of course, every call that we had, when I reached a roadblock, what was underlying it was mindset issues. And so I've been on a real journey myself of understanding my own limiting beliefs, my money mindset issues. And it's something that, I'm still working on, and I've been working on for years now. And so because I've been through that process myself, I am able to then help other women through it. And so I really think that, when you invest in getting support for yourself, it's not you, just you. It's not only you even who benefits. It's also your clients and, the people around you. Your family benefit from you going through that kind of support process as well. But I've just written down some thoughts really on why getting external help, why investing in help for you and your business is so valuable. And, one reason is that it's so easy for us to get lost in the weeds of our own business, especially when you don't really have anyone to bounce ideas around with or talk problems through with because you're working on your own. And to have someone that can look with a bird's eye view of what's going on in your business and point things out to you and kind of hold up a mirror, like have you recognized that this is a pattern that you're doing, or why are you doing that? Where did that decision come from? It's so invaluable. And, they also can give you new perspectives and new ideas, because the fact is that we don't know what we don't know. And it's really easy to feel like, I should know, so I just need to get on with it myself because I should know how to do this. But the fact is that we don't know everything, and that's absolutely fine. So, bringing on an external person will give you that opportunity to step back and, see the wood for the trees, or the other way around, and really see your business as an overall picture. And that's, what I really want to encourage people to do, is to spend that time as a CEO thinking about your business from above rather than just trying to keep the wheels turning. And also, I totally found, and I know that my clients find, that having the accountability of knowing that you've got a mentoring or a coaching session coming up, it keeps you going. It makes you think, right, what have I actually achieved this week? Was that what I set out to do? Has that changed? Is that okay that that's changed? And it really helps you do that. So there's definitely lots of benefits, because the fact is that we can make things so much harder than they need to be. And that's what I found myself doing when I was trying to do things without support, when I was trying to do everything for free. And yeah, I think that we can learn a lot from other people, and we can learn some simple hacks. Sometimes it may feel really obvious, but we just haven't taken a moment to recognize how that really obvious thing could transform the way that we are approaching our business. So I thought it might be useful for me to read out the questions that I ask myself when I invest. Now, over the last few years, like I say, I've really changed my view on investing and my business has thrived. I've had like a 30% increase in income every year, even during the pandemic. The business is really growing. I love what I do, but also I work about 25 hours a week and I have the flexibility to work around family life, and I really try to keep my stress levels down as low as possible. And if I do get stressed, I'm like, right, what's happening here? Why does this not feel very good? So I've managed to do that because I've made sure I've got the support around me, and that has meant investing in a mentor, in having an online business manager. I've also got an amazing copywriter that I work with. So there's all these different parts of my journey where I've been like, right, something's not working here. I need to bring someone in who can help me do this. So these are the questions that I ask myself, and hopefully it will be helpful to you. So, will investing in this give me the confidence to market myself more easily and therefore make more sales? You know, for me and for many others, I know marketing is one of the hardest things as a small business owner because it's something that we have to be continually doing. So for me, that comes down a lot when it comes to investment. Like, will it give me the confidence to put my message out there more easily? Will this teach me valuable skills to grow my business, which would take me years to learn on my own? Like I say, I spent years trying to learn from all the free stuff and cobbling it together and feeling like I was just, faking it till I make it, because I didn't feel like I was approaching things as a business owner. I was approaching things more as someone who didn't really have much money and was running this tiny weeny business and probably not taking it as seriously as I wished that I was. Will having this support make running my own business more enjoyable and less stressful? I don't know about you, but this is really, really crucial to me. Like, yes, I want to make more money. Yes, I want to scale and all those things, but I want to do it in an enjoyable and calm way. Will investing in this reduce my self-doubt, overwhelm, and procrastination? Back to confidence again, but also the procrastination of when we're trying to make big decisions, big strategy decisions on our own. Oh, that is a lot of pressure. And also, we might not be seeing the picture clearly because we're too close to it. Also, have I been meaning to make a change or develop something for absolutely ages, and it's just not happening when I do it alone? I'm sure we can all relate to this feeling of having a project or a new product or service that we know could be really good for our business. And we know that our customers want and need it, but something's just stopped us from doing it. What is it? Why haven't we done it? This is a perfect time to invest and get support and be able to talk that through. And lastly, will I be able to recoup the money I'm investing with the sales I make as a result? And, this may not be a very clear exchange. I want to make that clear. Sometimes when you invest in things, it's not like you spend £1,000 on this and you'll instantly get £1,000 back in sales. But for example, does it look like if you invest in this thing over the next year, for example, will that mean that you'll have produced a new product to sell? Will that mean that you'll have learnt the skills to be able to market yourself and therefore get, 100 more sales? All these different things, that's what we need to be thinking about. So we need to be thinking about the bigger picture of what we're investing in and, what the long game is. Because like I say, for me, I've definitely found that going through the process of having a mentor myself has helped me become a better mentor. So how would it work in your business? Would working with someone about your online course help you to not only create the online course you want to create now, but then create multiple online courses in the future? So think about the long term. So I really hope that's been useful. It is really raining outside where I am here. I don't know whether you can hear this on the audio recording. I hope not, but I thought I'd mention it just in case. So I know that deciding whether or not to invest in your business when you're not feeling like you're paying yourself what you really want to be paying is a really hard one, but it is a bit of a chicken and an egg, because if you make the decision to invest in, business support for yourself, I think you can be pretty damn likely that you are going to grow your business faster and therefore increase your sales, be able to pay yourself more than if you keep trying to do things alone. Because, what's that old saying? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That's it. Expecting a different result. Like, if things aren't working for you in your business the way that you would like them to be, it's time to make a change. So I really hope that's useful. Do let me know whether those questions were useful for you. I will put them in the show notes as well, so that you can have a look at them and mull over how that looks for you. But if you would like any business support, honestly, I'm so happy to have a chat with you. And we can talk through which areas of your business you need support in and how you might be able to do that depending on your budget. Because I totally appreciate that, not everyone's got £10,000 to spend on a coach, So we've got to make it work for you. But I think definitely recognising when there's areas that you would benefit from that support is the first step. I will see you next week. Does every win feel slightly tinged with guilt? Do you have your best month ever financially in your business, but yet you feel like it's been at the detriment of your health or your family? The success and fulfillment you're looking for can only be enjoyed when your business and home life are balanced in harmony. It's time to stop trading off between life and business. It's time to evolve them both. Join me for our next 12-week Evolve Mastermind, where you'll work towards your next stretch business goal while maintaining the balance across all areas of your life, so that when you reach your goal, you feel successful, not exhausted, behind, or neglectful. It's time to take back the power. Find out more about the Evolve Mastermind at lifefriendlybusiness.com.